Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, and I am back, Jay Hollingshed, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. I thank you for tuning in to this episode 252 of 365. Today is Sunday, day number 1 of the week. We will be discussing pillar number 1. Pillar number 1 is always awareness and mindfulness. Awareness and mindfulness. We will briefly be discussing that, but you know what I gotta do. At 9 o'clock, the top of the hour, I start on time, so everybody that's hitting me up right at 9 o'clock, I must acknowledge you and thank you and show you some love for doing the same for me. Starting off, oh wow, everybody scrolling in. Pamela Black, what's up, Pam? How you doing? I appreciate you for tuning in. My aunt Gina Cecily, what's up, Gina? I appreciate you. Oh man, Russell Cecily, it's a family affair. What's up, Unc? I appreciate you as well. My baby girl, Jaleesa Hollingshed, what's up, babe? I appreciate you for tuning in as well. Wow, my brother AJ Arthur Hollingshed, I love you, man. Just want you to know that again for the 252nd time this year. I love you. So you can catch this episode on any of my social media outlets. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to any one of them on any channel at any time. So let's get right into it. I want to talk to you briefly about awareness and mindfulness and how to practice mindfulness to gain awareness from an introspective lens, okay? You are practicing mindfulness and gaining awareness from an introspective lens. You are actually looking internally. You're being aware of who you are and what's happening with you and what you can learn about yourself, all from an internal perspective, okay? That introspective lens. Now, there are 3 questions that kind of struck me, and I got these questions from a spiritual teacher that I listen to all the time. His name is I don't even know if he's doctor or not, but his name is Michael Bernard Beckwith. And Michael Bernard Beckwith is the thought minister, the author, the founder, and leader of the Agape International Spiritual Center in Beverly Hills, California. This guy is totally awesome, totally awesome. He is there spiritually, and the questions that he asked are, he says these 3 questions we should ask ourselves every day. How can I grow? What can I give? And what can I celebrate? One more time. How can I grow? What can I give? And what can I celebrate? So keep those 3 questions in your mind as I briefly go through the introspective aspect of awareness and mindfulness. Now, every day, we all go through circumstances, changes, different things we go through every day. So, and those are events. I call them events. So after every event, every episode in your life, it should be seen as a growth experience, okay? And that should be a growth experience because after every single one of those events, you should learn more about yourself. You should learn more about who you are, how you handle things, your perspective on life from your own mindset. So now, after every argument you go through, everybody has arguments on a daily basis. You know, if you're not arguing every day, you're going through an argument sometime that week. So after every argument, after every achievement, after every conversation, ask yourself, what can I give? What can I celebrate? And how can I grow? Those are introspective questions that can teach you more about yourself. You are going inside. What can I? How can I? And you are asking yourself these questions because they're going to pull things out of you that make you contemplate on who you are and how you can grow. So, like I said, after every one of those, now we all have our failures and successes. Sometimes they hurt, and our celebrations and our successes, sometimes they just propel us up way high. So after every failure, after every success, after every one of those, you should ask yourself, how can I grow? What can I give? And what can I celebrate? Okay, you have to ask yourself these questions, okay, because these are taking you through a process of practicing mindfulness to gain awareness from an introspective lens, okay? Awareness and mindfulness is all about your spiritual self, growing your spiritual self. So you have to see who you are spiritually in order for you to grow spiritually. Now, when you look at yourself that from that introspective lens, use all 5 of your senses, as I constantly say. If you use all 5 of your senses, you're not just focusing, you are concentrating on who you are on the inside. As you ask those 3 questions, apply your 5 senses to each one of those questions just to make sure you get the benefit of the experience you just went through. Remember, you are asking these questions after your various experiences. Now, doing this allows you to use your circumstances, your successes, your failures. It allows you to use those as a mirror, as a spiritual mirror, okay? So, after every movie you go see, and if that movie touches you spiritually, ask yourself those questions. After every book you read, even in the midst of reading the book, if it is a book that you find yourself growing from, ask yourself those questions, because they are tugging at the book, the movie, those things are tugging at your spirit, or they're knocking at the door of your spirit saying, hey, let's connect. Let's connect. These circumstances are there for a reason. These aren't just haphazardly events that are coming to you. What you go through is aligned by your thoughts. Okay, you attract your circumstances. Now, so after every argument with your coworkers, after every argument with your teammates, after everything you go through, you should look through that introspective lens and ask yourself those same 3 questions. How can I grow? What can I give, and what can I celebrate? Now, before you, in fact, immediately after you go through your experience, your whatever it is that you go through, that you see, that you have, that you go through, pause, take a good breath, okay? Stop, take 2 or 3 deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Gather yourself, because when you think and you ask yourself these questions, you want to make sure you're coming from a calm, serene place of mind. If you just went through an argument, if you just lost a loved one, or you just got through fussing with people that you know you're going to have to get along with, once you get, if you're feeling that irritability, you're just irritable at the whole circumstance, stop, take a deep breath. Count to 10 slowly. Take a few deep breaths. Gather yourself. Think and ask, how can I grow? What can I give? And what can I celebrate from that moment? Now, a lot of times, if you go through something bad and you ask yourself, what can you celebrate? Remember, there are 2 sides to everything. So there is something to celebrate. The fact that you go through something bad is a reason to celebrate. Why? Because you're not there anymore. You went through it, okay? You are beyond it. That is a reason to celebrate. Keep that in your mind and in your spirit. So that's all that I have for today on my talk on awareness and mindfulness. And remember, as you ask yourself the questions, what can I give? How can I grow? And what can I celebrate? When you do that, you are practicing mindfulness for awareness from an introspective lens. That's all that I have for today in episode 252 of my 7 Pillars of Mental Performance in 365 Days. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you and love you. For those of you that are just tuning in, I appreciate you as well. Go back, watch the video. It's just a few minutes long and it's for your viewing pleasure. So make the effort to grow from an introspective lens and not an excuse for not growing from an introspective lens. Be well, stay blessed, and as always, through love, be a blessing. God bless.